So this kid unearths one and brings it to me, and then he just backs away. Welcome to 10-Minute Travels. With me, as always, is Phil Freeman.
And with me, as always, is Shane Patrick. And we're going to talk a little bit about flying helicopters in Africa.
Let's get right to it, shall we? Another one of those spots where I landed and people came running out of the helicopter, and I was shutting down. I was going to be there. I had some people that were going to a village they were NGOs, non-government organizations. They were going to dig a well at this place. So I took them to this place to check it out. I landed and I saw these people running at me. So I got out and just said, whoa, 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 wait.
Were you wearing a white shirt?
Maybe. I sure was.
Was it collared?
It was collared. It had the
captain's flags?
Yeah.
And then a tie or no tie?
No tie.
Oh, open collared?
Open
How many
collar.
buttons down? Did you go 70s?
You know, it depended on the day.
You...
Depended on the day.
Copy.
I'd been in country a while by then, so it was probably only 1 or 2 buttons down. I just told them to wait. And then I shut the helicopter down and got the blade stopped, and my people got out. And then I told the kids, come on over, check it out. And someone from the village took the well diggers away, and they asked if I wanted to go. And sometimes I go, sometimes I don't. But that day, I did not want to go because there were all these kids, and I didn't want to leave my helicopter alone. Who knows what they're going to do?
Would you say that a bunch of little kids in a village were worse or better to leave alone around a helicopter than a troop of baboons?
I would say it'd be a little better with the kids, but can't be certain. And so I showed all the kids the helicopter, and I let them all get in the seat and take pictures. And it's not like they can start it up and fly away, It was great. And then they were just all... they all got out of the helicopter, and they're all and there's a bunch of them. There might have been 20, but I don't think there were that many. But there were more than 10.
After 12, that's a lot anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it was just, and they're all varying sizes, and they're all just looking at me. And,
excited.
And they've said the English that they know. And
hey, mister.
Happy birthday.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know very much Botswanan at all, and it's all gone now. But I knew how to say, hello, how are you? I need help.
Could you get this? Can you help me with these jerry cans out of?
My friend will pay. That sort of thing.
My friend will pay.
And so they're just all staring at me, 15 feet away, something like that, in a line. And so I'm staring back at them, sitting on the...
All the guests are gone, talking amongst themselves. Of course they are.
Nah, not really.
Really? Oh, they hunt as a pack. They're pro.
Right. And so one of them, a little chattering happens, and one of them is like, no. And there's some more chattering, and they kind of push him. And he brings me a little melon. There's melons, vines growing in the desert, That's where watermelons came from. There's melons all over the place there.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird. There's no water. It's all in the melons.
Water-giving plants.
Yeah. So this kid unearths one and brings it to me, and then he just backs away. And so now I'm holding this thing. It's not a watermelon, but it's a melon, and it's got green and white stripes on it. I know it's a melon. I know there's something juicy inside, right? So I took my knife off of my belt, and I cut it open, and I started eating it. And it was really, really bad. It was wet, but it was bitter. It wasn't sweet. It wasn't like a watermelon. It was kind of green,
were they
honeydew color.
What was the reaction of the children?
They laughed. And then they were breaking them in half, like the way we can break an apple in half with just our hands,
Yeah.
They were doing that. So they were laughing at me, I think, first of all, because I needed a knife. And second of all, because the face I made when I bit into it, because it was not, I didn't like it.
Yeah, not winning at poker.
Yeah. But so then they're all eating it and, showing me how tough they are. Well, they take their big bites. And so that happens for a little while, and then that's over, and they're just looking at me again, And I don't know when my guests are coming back. And we've run out of things to say to each other already. So I asked them for some more. And they brought me one. And I went, thank you. This is how they do it, hands, palms together, like a lot of the world. So they bring me a melon, and I thank them, and I'm like, I want another one. So they bring me another melon. I'm like, I want another one. Now I have 3 melons, and they're all looking at me, waiting for me to bring my knife back out or break them in half or eat them or whatever. But what I did was I started juggling. And I can't juggle chainsaws or bowling pins.
Did you go to juggling camp?
No, but when I was like 7, my godparents gave me a book called Juggling for the Complete Klutz, and it came with 3 beanbags.
You were 7?
Yeah, maybe I was 9. And for all you out there that want to learn how to juggle, the trick is stand up next to a table. That way you learn how to juggle without dancing. And when you drop it, as you're learning, you don't have to bend over. It's right on the table. I got to the point where I could eat an apple while I was juggling, And the way that works is you juggle, and every time the red one is in your hand, you bite the other one, So anyway, I started juggling these melons, and it had been a long time since I had juggled, 15 or 20 years probably. But I dropped them and I picked them up and I juggled, and these kids they definitely had never seen that before. Then they're all they want my melons. I'm like, no. Get your own. There's melons everywhere. Let's juggle. When I left, when my people came back, there were a couple of the older kids that could juggle 2 melons in one hand. That's definitely the easy way to learn, And I have no idea, but I would like to think
there
might be a village of jugglers out there. Yeah, I gave them not fire, but I gave them some fun. But it felt good. It was a great way to connect, And I think that's the only one of those that I've had in my life, that kind of nonverbal connection with a big group of people.
That was Shane Patrick talking about flying helicopters in Africa. If you want to learn more about Shane or listen to more 10-minute travels, please check us out at 10minutetravels.com.
And we want to remind you to make sure that your sense of humor matches your sense of adventure.